Alright guys, back with another video. Light Almighty Chicken Name Man. Listen, let's get right to it. So today's video is going to be about how to become unshakable. Now, what does that mean, right? How do you become a force that is not going to move? How do you build that inside of yourself, right? Some people say it's that dog. You know, there's different ways of putting it, but ultimately having that. The reason why most people can't become unshakable is because they care too much. You care too much. You care too much about what people think. You guys have all these excuses. It's never just, let's just get it, right? You need to have a winner's mentality. And a winner's mentality is, I may not do well this time. I may fail. But there's something that I need to learn within this failure. And each year that I live this earth, each year that I'm here, each year that I'm going through this journey, I learn so much. And I get to acquire a different level of understanding of life, a different level of understanding about myself. And anything I've ever put my mind to 100%, I've accomplished, right? And it's just about not giving up. You want to be unshakable? The confidence comes from, I'll give you an example like I always do, right? I've been in the gym consistently, I would say for about 4 years now, consistently every day, just about. And I'll see people that I haven't seen in months, right? There's this guy that I used to go to the gym. I used to see him all the time. We were around the same size. You know, I was a little bit bigger back then. I was a higher body fat, so I was a little bit bigger. And we were around the same size. I used to always see him in there, and then you stop seeing somebody, you don't really notice until you see them again, right? So I see this guy again, and he was a little bit out of shape, a little bit less lean. You can tell that he's been eating well, and we slapped me up or whatever. And back in the day, I can kind of remember us. Guys have this thing where we see each other in the gym. It's not any beef, but it's just like, I see you, bro. You know what I mean? What's up, bro? And this time the energy was a little bit different because, I'm a lot leaner, almost 20% leaner than I was when I seen him. And he had to respect the discipline, right? And without him saying anything, he came over to me, he kind of just smiled at me like, bro, like, to acknowledge the fact that, like, when he fell, I kept going, right? So that gives me that unshakable mindset. When I know, it gives you, when you're putting in the work and you're putting in the work behind the scenes, it gives you a different level of confidence to execute everything else in your life. So if you want to become unbreakable, you gotta stop caring about what people think. You gotta put yourself first. You gotta stay consistent, and you gotta trust the process. If you do not do these things, you will not be unshakable. You will not have that dog, and it's that simple. Right? Today is going to be a short one. I got to get ready for my stream. If you made it this far, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out.